Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here, and today we've got a brand new glitch for you guys in Halo 5. It's actually a continuation of the overload glitch that we've been working on for the past week now or so. And basically, we actually modified it a little bit. So, as you can see here, we've got a bunch of kill balls set up again, but each of them, there's like groups of like, I don't know, probably like 100 of them, contained inside all these gravity barriers up there, and there's several clusters of them, and that's probably the most effective way to overload the map to meet our needs in this case. But you could probably do the original overload glitch as well. That's how we did it the first time, but it wasn't very consistent. So we find that this way is probably more consistent. You'll know that it's working when the game is like lagging a lot and your frame rate is like pretty much dead. So you want to basically test it by spawning like a bunch of vehicles. And if it is overloaded, you'll notice that like it takes like 30 seconds to spawn just one vehicle. And sometimes you need to spawn multiple vehicles before it finally works. But once it works, as you can see, you will spawn a vehicle without a turret. Now I know the Warthog you could just spawn the civilian Warthog now, but it's still pretty cool to do it like this. And we'll get to the tank in just a minute. But this is basically how you do it. Once it's overloaded, you just simply spawn it, and if you're lucky, it will be turretless. As you can see on this map, we have a bunch of warthogs and scorpion tanks everywhere. That is because we've been trying for a while to finally get this, and it did take quite a while to do this. And we pretty much spent like an hour, I know, probably like a few hours playing this game in like 5 frame FPS. It's pretty frustrating, but yeah. Now, as for the Warthog, I think is like easier than the Scorpion tank. The Scorpion tank, you kind of had to like once you spawn it, you have to let it sit for a little bit. It will always be like turretless once you spawn it. You know, it's basically the same as in Halo 3. All the turretless vehicles, they spawn without like the top and without a turret. But what's pretty cool is that in the case of the Scorpion tank on Halo 5, it's like a giant hole in the center where the cannon used to be, and a smaller hole where the turret used to be, completely see-through. But once you spawn it in, just let it sit for a little bit, because if you get in immediately, sometimes the turret and the cannon kind of spawn right back in. But while we wait, just so you know how long we have to wait, how about a quick pun again? This one, my friend just told me today. So how does a crazy person get to work? He takes the psychopath. My friend is actually next to me right now and he's giggling. But yeah. So after you waited long enough, and the tank, the cannon doesn't show up again or the turret doesn't show up again, you can pretty much just get in and then drive it around. It is a fully turretless and weaponless tank. You cannot shoot, nor can someone get into the turret. I guess you could say, well, back in Halo 3, people called it a civilian tank, so I guess that's what we could call it right now. It's, pretty neat to drive around. It's not really, like, useful for, like, combat or anything, but, it's just fun to drive around. I used to do it all the time in Halo 3. It was pretty fun to do. In fact, now that I think about it, this whole method with the kill balls and overloading the map, it's also once again pretty similar to the Halo Reach method. I know in the Halo Reach overload video that I uploaded like years and years ago, one of the side effects was turretless vehicles. There was an easier way in Halo Reach to make turretless vehicles. You could just simply like push them into a kill ball while holding in Forge and then pull them back out and they'll be turretless. But that doesn't work on Halo 5, at least not exactly. With the what happens if you do put a vehicle in a kill ball while holding in Forge? The Warthog will actually lose its turret somewhat. As you can still get on the turret, it'll still be there, but you can't shoot it, and you can still see it. So it doesn't give you the full turretless experience. In order to get the full turretless experience, you have to overload it to the max, like we've done here. Which, as you can see in the bottom left corner, Our FX is like at a really high number, and we've got quite a lot of kill balls too. But we don't need as many kill balls as in our previous overload videos, because we grouped them together and they're like bouncing around up there, so it like increases the level of overload a lot better than the previous methods. Now this you can do this with other vehicles, but for some reason we find that the Warthog and the Scorpion tank works the best. Like as you see here with the Wraith, when I spawn it, it is turretless for like just a few seconds, but after that the turret just spawns right back in. And there's really no other vehicles with that kind of turret in Halo 5. You know, we tried spawning in pretty much every other vehicle, but you don't notice anything different about them, even like at the beginning, because none of them have turrets. So it doesn't really do anything. With the gun goose, it does something as well. It makes the guns on the gun goose disappear, so it's a gunless gun goose. But the most interesting vehicle to do it with is probably the Scorpion tank and the Warthog, despite the fact that you could spawn a civilian Warthog now in Forge. But yeah, I hope you guys found this video to be interesting, and we are not done yet actually with this. This new modified overload glitch actually resulted in another really cool glitch that we'll be sharing with you tomorrow. So, you know, make sure you stay tuned for that because it's pretty amazing, and it took us a while to achieve it too. So, you know, until then, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and, you know, leave your thoughts in the comments. I always read every comment. I can't respond to all of them, of course, because there's so many, but I do read almost all of them. So I do like to see your thoughts on this, and if you guys found this interesting or not. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. You know, we got a lot of really great things to show you guys soon. So, you know, stick around and stay tuned. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you guys are still sticking around here, I'll probably announce another video because I'm announcing so late right now, but we just hit 50,000 subs, guys, and to thank you guys for all your support, we're going to do a 50,000 subscriber live stream this Thursday. The time will be announced later, so stay tuned. Anyways, thanks for dropping by, and I'll see you guys next time.